In a peaceful suburban neighborhood, where everything seems perfect on the surface, a simple trip to the store would soon change everything for Marcus. Little did he know, a day that started like any other would take a turn that would forever alter his relationship with his neighbors. But not everyone in the neighborhood was as friendly as Marcus thought. From a distance, his neighbor Susan was watching closely. To her, Marcus didn't seem to belong, and she wasn't about to let him go unnoticed. "Yes, hello? I think there's something strange going on in my neighborhood. There's a man walking around, and he doesn't belong here. He looks out of place. You should send someone to check him out. I don't trust him." "I understand, ma'am. Can you provide a description of the man and his location?" Yeah, he's black. I'm not sure who he is. I don't think I've seen him around before. He was just walking down the street, and I don't know what he's doing here. Please send someone quickly. We'll send an officer right away. Stay on the line if possible." But soon enough, Marcus's peaceful day would be interrupted. He had no idea the storm brewing in Susan's mind was about to reach his doorstep. Officer Harris, who had no reason to suspect anything out of the ordinary, was about to confront Marcus based on a mere call from a neighbor. "Excuse me, sir. Can I speak with you for a moment?" "Of course, officer. Is everything all right? We've received a call from a neighbor. She says you've been acting suspicious around the neighborhood. Can I ask what you're doing here?" "I'm just coming home from the store. I live here. I see—" "You live here? Are you sure about that?" "Yes, I'm sure. I live right there." I'll need to double-check with the neighbor. Please stay here." It's moments like these that make you wonder, how far does fear of the unknown go? For Marcus, it wasn't just a misunderstanding. It was an experience that many black men can relate to, being judged based solely on appearances, without a second thought. I've confirmed it with the address. The man you've called about, his name is Marcus Davis. He's not just a regular resident. He's the mayor of this town. What Susan didn't know was that Marcus wasn't just anyone. He was the elected mayor of their town, a man who had worked tirelessly for the community and its people, a man who, despite his title, was still being judged by the color of his skin. Wait, the mayor? But I didn't know. I mean, I've never seen him around before." "Ma'am, you've made a grave mistake. Marcus Davis has been the mayor of this town for years. He's done more for this community than most. I suggest you think carefully before jumping to conclusions next time." The officer gives her a stern look before turning away. The camera captures Marcus's calm expression as he watches them from his porch. It's easy to forget the impact of our actions when we let prejudice cloud our judgment. For Susan, a simple mistake became a lesson in humility. But for Marcus, this was just another day in a life of navigating a world where people's assumptions often outweigh their willingness to truly know him. It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of understanding, of seeing beyond the surface. In the end, Marcus didn't have to prove anything to anyone. His character and integrity spoke for themselves. But for Susan, this was a moment she would never forget. In a world full of assumptions, the truth has a way of coming to light. And sometimes it takes a wake-up call to remind us that we're all more than the judgments others place on us.